Hello, Erin Elizabeth coming to you from Mysteries in Penrith, Australia for another guided reading. And our guidance overseeing this reading today comes from Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards from Kyle Gray to help us unlock the wisdom that resides in each and every one of us. It's a tool to help us navigate our way through, our way up, and our way around our circumstances and our situations, the things that are happening in the now, the things we're conscious of and things that we're not conscious of. So let's just see what the guidance is for us for the coming period of time. Whew. Oh, wise one. We talked about unlocking the wisdom within, and what is guiding us is the wise one. Grow within your current situation, and that's really important. We're not looking to leap into a new situation because there are still lessons embedded in the current situation that you have or that you are having. So grow within the current situation, and this reading is really going to help you with some of the details of how to grow, what to grow, and potentially who is there to help us grow. So we'll pop this owl card in front of our little owl here. And we're going to start with Rider-Waite's to get us our three central themes to help us to grow within our current situation under the guidance of the wise one. So we start with the Death card. And death is about transition, moving into new experiences, and keeping in mind that we're growing in our current situation. There is still growth to be had before this comes to its natural end. So death comes to a natural end in the transitioning into the new, but we're not quite there yet, which is why it's in reverse. We're still working towards that transition point because there's more lessons and more growth to be had in your current situation. So even if there is difficulty and you want to be moving on from that, there's still some things that you need to learn, some things that you need to heal from, some things that you need to step up to and rise up and put boundaries in place and say what's okay and what's not okay. Bring some attention to some of the details and not just run away and have the same experience somewhere else where you come upon the same complications. So this is a growth situation to be had. And we've got the Ace of Swords. So new information coming to light, but again, not just yet. There's new information to come to light in regards to your current situation and where the growth and the knowledge and the experience is still there to be unpacked and processed through. But the Ace of Swords is getting ready to deliver new awe and wondering and new logical information to help you wrap up the current situation once you've learned all that you need to learn, ready for the transition into the next phase, the next thing. And we have the Judgment card, which we've had recently in the last few weeks. And this is about, yes, it's about awakening, it's about a rebirth, and it's about your ascension. So that is coming on the other side of growing within your current situation, filling it out, seeing it to its full potential. That's where the growth is. So don't try and fast track anything. trying to get to the top of the mountain or to the depths without going through all of your little exercises first. It's all part of your training for the mass awakenings that are happening and going to continue to happening. We are in an apprenticeship of some of those things so that we can be the soldiers that we need to be. Whatever that looks like for you, it's going to mean something different for each of you. So building in depth to that message, we've got the Light Seers Tarot. That felt more like my clumsiness than a jumper. Three. Okay, we have got the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles comes with this transition card, and this is choices and juggling a few things at once. So there's a few things going, there's a few choices and a few pathways that you could choose to go down within the lead up to your transition into a new event, a new circumstance, the next phase. But in terms of growing in your current situation and allowing the wise one to guide you is just being in flow with all that you have going on right now. Don't drop the ball in one area of your life to focus fully on one other area. Keep both balls in the air, or the three or the four, whatever it is that you've got going on, because if that is your current situation, you need to keep that going so that you can learn all that you need to learn with however many balls you've got in the air or juggling at this particular time. And when you become conscious of, and it's very deliberate, to let one of those balls go because it is no longer required or it's served its purpose, you will know, because your intuition will guide you, spirit will guide you. Our Ace of Swords is coupled with the Ten of Pentacles. And so the Ten of Pentacles is a very successful card. It is very enriching and fulfilling and resource rich. And so the new information comes with an abundance of resources in order to support what is possible for you moving on beyond your current circumstances. So you need to grow in your current circumstances in order to grow beyond them. And your Judgment card, the card of ascension and rebirth and being recognized and heralded for the good work that you do, the right choices that you make, even if you think nobody has noticed. Is the Page of Pentacles. So embarking on new information, new missions, new energy, new health regimes. Think about the new things that you can start to embed in your current situation. So as you're growing in your current situation, there are elements of that you can take with you. And that is being very, very strong on the physical front, looking after your health, looking at your whole system, your nervous system, your blood works, like perhaps getting a blood test into seeing where your levels are and what areas you need support in and how you're going to address that. And the more natural you are in the way that you approach what your body needs, the best placed you are, the better placed you are. So these messages are coming through without all the drawn out explanations of some of the other readings of the past. And it's just to the point. And it's there for you it's giving space for you to connect some more of those dots for yourself. Because by this time, if you followed on with a number of my readings, you will be familiar with the way that my guides speak. and the way that they deliver information. And you can almost, I'm sure, for some of you, preempt some of the words that are going to be used and the energy that's going to come across based on the messages that they're helping to get through. And today it feels very much like it's just keep it simple. It's in its simplicity that it's going to have the most impact. Last week, the last message that came through was really big. You know, we're looking at doing some shadow work and seeing where we're blocking our own progress, and we're putting people in our life to blame for the progress not being there. And now we're looking at, well, learn and grow from the current circumstances and your current situation so that you can move on with greater wisdom and greater knowledge and greater experience. So our final layering comes from the Psychic Tarot. So let's see if the simplicity of the message, well, the message isn't simplistic, but the way it's being delivered is very direct. Okay. Our Death card, not ready for that transition yet, but it's coming. With the Two of Pentacles, keeping all the balls in the air so you can learn what the benefit is of each of them as to whether to keep them there or time to let things go. Partnerships and alliances. So this is really taking it to that next level of allowing others to be a part of your journey, allowing others to be part of your story, and allowing others to feed into your wisdom and maybe even feed off your wisdom. There's a reciprocal nature to this alliance with others, whether you're doing this together and you're doing things for each other as well as for yourselves. And the more you do things for yourselves, the more it benefits the others. But this is partnerships and alliances is allowing those good people in your life, or those people that come into your life, using your discernment and trust as to their purpose for you, but allowing them to be a part of this for you so that you're not left doing it all on your own and questioning whether you're doing things right and maybe making more mistakes than is necessary because you've let someone partner in that with you. And everyone will have a different buy-in and a different outtake from that. And that's okay. But there needs to be some collegiality in working together with this in preparation for the transition. So, new ideas and knowledge coming in with an abundance of resources to support what that is moving forward is our card of victory and success. So the new ideas and the new way forward with the abundance of resources is going to be successful. And part of those resources are people. There's no coincidence these have shown up together. Okay, some of those resources are the people that you allow to be on this journey with you so that you can grow in your current circumstances. Judgment card, okay, our Ascension card, Rebirth, with our Page of Pentacles, sort of new journeys and beginnings, is our card of Triumph. Now, our card of Triumph is sitting right next to our card of Victory and Success. So it's growing in your current circumstances, in your current situation, to see it to its completion will be successful and will allow the beginning of the next phase, the next experience, and it's setting it up to be successful also because you've completed a cycle, you've completed a lesson in its entirety. You will get to full completion. and then you're ready for the next thing. It's not unfinished where you have to revisit some of those lessons and have some of the difficulties or challenges because you didn't finish it off the first time. So finish things off and do so with a bit more consciousness and allowing those people and resources to come in so that they can support that for you, and trusting your own inner wisdom and trusting the wisdom of others. But your intuition and discernment are going to be your guide as to who this alliance is to be with. Really interesting. Very, very interesting. Last week was really big. So if you're watching this message or watching a reading from me for the first time, I would encourage you to go back and watch the previous reading, because this really gives some guidance into what to finish off with the shadow work that allows you to get to the next experience and the next level and ascension, because this is all a part of that, but comes off the back end of that, and having a real awareness as to who you've deliberately, whether it's consciously or not, put into your life to doubt your growth and your authenticity. So that gives you permission to doubt yourself and therefore halt your progress. So it's taking responsibility that the only person blocking you on a path that doesn't feel like it's moving forward is you. And so finish the lesson, grow within your current circumstances so that you can complete the lesson successfully. And it will complete successfully if you follow the recommendations and the advice and the messages coming through from Spirit. All right, our message to tie all this together, our seal the deal at the end of this reading, brings it all together, comes from Spirit Messages from John Holland. And I have used this in these readings before, once or twice. And it's time to get them out again. For a message that brings all of this together and helps us to connect even further with the messages embedded within these cards, the message that's come through as a result of these cards showing up. That one there. So our message is about the animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. So what this tells me to relay to you is the importance of paying attention to the animals that are in our lives. Whether you have a pet at home, a fur baby, an animal friend or family friend, family member that resides with you, or whether it's out in nature, pay attention, listening more intently to the birds singing and feeling in your body any changes or shifts or messages that might come through. Certain insects that might come into your awareness when they hang around a bit longer and feel like they're there just for you. You can then go away and research the spiritual significance of that particular creature, animal, and make a relationship between that and why it's shown up for you, whether it's there for guidance or protection or growth or inner work, shadow work, whatever it is. There's lots of different animals and their spiritual significance to showing up in our life. And it could be just paying attention to the language of your animal that resides with you. And if they're coming in close or they're guiding you to something, just pay a little bit more attention, because they are messengers for spirit also. And this week, they're going to be on higher alert for you. And remembering that in a couple of our previous readings, we've had the sea turtle and we've had the cat. So keep paying attention to those two, where they show up in your life also, for the wisdom that they can impart. But you're not alone. This is what it tells us, you are not alone. We are not alone. We have support. We talk about in the physical, our family, friends, fellow humans. We talk about spirit, not being alone, because we've got our spirit team, our spirit guides, ascended masters, archangels, angels, guardian angels, our loved ones that have passed over. We've also got our animal kingdom. They are here for us, to be here with us and to work with us. We care for them, they care for us. I see the infinity sign coming in here. We give and receive from each other. So allow the flow of that and bring more attention to that and the messages that are coming through for you through our animal kingdom. So, with this very interesting message that has come through for us for the week and beyond, from Mysteries here in Penrith, Australia, we give you big love for the week and beyond. Mwah!